Hi everybody. I am making this video so that I can kind of go over why I'm creating a GoFundMe account for my mom, and I figured it would be easier explained through video than in writing, which I'll do both, but I wanted to do a video as well. And I'm going to try not to cry because I'm a really ugly crier and this is like my third take, but I can't quit crying, so let's try this again. Um, Last year in December, my mom started getting really sick, and we thought it was her asthma. And she went to several doctors and her specialists, and she was put on all sorts of different medicines to try to control her asthma, and nothing was helping. And so she went to the ER one early morning because she was having trouble breathing, and she was diagnosed with something called pleural effusion, which is fluid buildup around the lining of the lung. So the doctors did something called a thoracentesis, and I might be saying that wrong, my apologies, where they drained the fluid in order to, I guess, get rid of it. And then they wanted to see her again in a few days for a checkup. They actually took a 2-liter amount of fluid from one lung. I mean, think of it as like a 2-liter bottle of like Coca-Cola or something. That's what they removed from one of her lungs. So imagine having that pushing up against your lung and the issues you would have with breathing. So at her checkup, the doctor said she still didn't sound right, and they sent her back to the ER, and they were going to perform something called a VATS surgery, VATS, video assisted something. I'm not 100% sure what exactly it is and what it entails, but I know that there was a video that goes in and kind of views around the lung and to see if there's like a tear or a hole or something that would cause the leak of the fluid. And they also did some testing to figure out what was wrong with my mom, because there was a reason why the pleural effusion kept coming back and why the fluid was continuously accumulating in her lung or around her lung. And they wanted to seal the hole, the tear that there was, so they put something like similar to like a talcum powder that would try to close the lining where that was torn. When they were checking the fluid, they found cancer cells, and so my mom was diagnosed with lung cancer. And we found out a few days later that on top of it being lung cancer, it's stage 4 because of the location where the cancer is and because of the fact that it's inoperable and unable to use radiation and only chemo is available. My mom has spent the better part of 2 weeks now in the hospital because she has a chest tube in that is continuously draining the fluid from her lung because it just keeps building up. The other day she had her chest port put in so she can start chemo as soon as she leaves the hospital. But the bills are gonna start racking up soon. She's already, at this point, thousands of dollars in debt, specifically just from being in the hospital alone. She's not even started any treatment yet, from the chemo to the medicine that's going to help her not be sick from the chemo and doctor's appointments and oncology and just the hospital stay itself, and the fact that just because my mom has cancer doesn't mean life's going to pause. I mean, she's still going to have her mortgage, she's still going to have her light bill, she's still going to have all these bills due, and putting food on the table, and she has 2 daughters that she's putting through college, as well as 4 grandchildren that she loves very much. And the last thing I want my mom to have to deal with is worrying about financial woes when she has a hard fight ahead of her. And I just hope that somehow we can help raise money so that she doesn't have to worry about pay her mortgage and what she's gonna eat and who's gonna pay her light bill, and I just want her to worry about getting better and not having to worry about how she's gonna afford chemo, and I just want my mom to be around for a long time, and I want her to see her grandchildren grow up. And my mom has done so much for so many people who love her very much, and we need her, and we need her to be strong, and we don't need her to worry about things that involve money, because life isn't going to stop because she's sick. So if you can donate anything, I am not above begging. Please help. Even $5. It may be pocket change to you, but it would help my mom out tremendously. Thank you.